Welcome to the 200th episode of Maryland's Missing and the Murdered. Maryland's Missing and the Murdered is a weekly YouTube channel that covers the topic of missing and or murdered individuals from the state of Maryland. If you like this channel, please like and subscribe and click the bell so you'll be notified when the next cases are released. In 1992, 18-year-old Keri Sirbaugh moved out of her parents' home and into her own apartment at 6420 Everall Avenue in Baltimore, Maryland. She was a typical teenager with goals of being independent. She attended college and was a budding writer. She worked the closing shift at then Louis Bookstore and Cafe on Charles Street. She was 6 foot tall and she had red hair. Customers would come into the cafe just to watch her as she worked, according to the then manager. She would close the cafe and then go to a club or bar until closing time. And her favorite bars were in Fells Point. On June 20th, 1995, Keri attended her nephew's first birthday party and told her family that she was going on a date later that night with a guy named Steve. Keri was reportedly seen in Fells Point later that night. At 3:15 a.m., now being June 21st, a 911 call went to dispatch stating that there was a guy harassing a girl outside the caller's apartment. The caller was Keri's downstairs neighbor. She told dispatch that she was awoken by a scream and that she heard a man say, quote, "Shut up, be quiet," end quote. And the woman replied, quote, "Please don't hurt me," end quote. Police responded to the scene but saw nothing unusual, so they left. The neighbor called 911 again at 4:05 a.m. The police this time went to the neighbor's door. The yard and driveway was lit up by motion detecting lights, but the lights did not illuminate into the woods. So the police left again. Later in the day, Keri did not show up for work. Her coworker called her with no answer, and then he called Keri's parents. They went over to Keri's apartment and noted that Keri's car was in the driveway, but she did not answer her door. Her father then noticed footprints into the grass leading to the woods. When he started walking through the woods, he almost fell over Keri's body. Keri had been strangled and beaten to death, and her body was bruised all over. Police started their investigation and contacted Steve, Keri's date from the previous night. He had an alibi and advised police that Keri had left his place at 2:30 a.m. No further information has been released by law enforcement, and Keri's case is considered cold. If you have any information on the murder of Keri Sirbaugh in the early hour morning of June 21st, 1995, contact Baltimore City Police at 410-396-2121. Thank you for joining me with this week. If there's a Maryland's Missing or Murdered case you'd like to see on this channel, email me at marylandsmissing@gmail.com. Twitter is Maryland's M&M. Music is by Silent Vengeance. Sources will be listed in the outro. I will see you again next week. Be kind to one another. You never know what will happen tomorrow.